So, top 8 productivity hacks. 1, create more content than you consume. So for every live training you watch or chapter you read or any of those things, for everything that you consume, create more content. So if you watch a live video, create 2 pieces of content about that video that you can use that information from. If you read your 10 pages of personal development, create at least 2. You want to at least double whatever you've taken in. So if you're reading 2 chapters, you want to make 4 pieces of content. So you want to create more content than you're consuming. So that's my tip number 1. Also, as a little kind of side note, don't follow people who are doing what you're doing, because it will totally squash your creativity. It'll take away from your ability to create awesome things that are just coming from you for inspiration. So instead of following people who are doing what you're doing, follow people who aren't doing what you're doing and let the other people follow you, right? You want people following you. You don't want to be the follower. So follow more people outside of your company and outside even of your niche or niche or whatever the frig you want to call it. So number 1, create more content than you consume. Number 2, batch create content. So I know Lindsay's going to come in at some point and do a training about time blocking. But this is so crucial. You will get so much more done. Hey, Shanthon, if you batch create content. And I used to tell people this when I worked as an office manager. I used to say, do like activities together. You will get more accomplished if you batch things together. So if you have a team, then you want to create what you're posting. Hey, Kate, you want to create what you're going to post to your team. Make up that, your training. Do all that together, right? What are you going to do for this next week? Sit down on Sunday, plan out what you're gonna put into that group. So coaching, batch together what coaching you're going to be doing. Batch together the things that you're going to create. So if you're making, for me, I make all my own graphics and images and whatnot. So I do all of that together. So you want to bulk do things at the same time. Hey, Lauren. And then the same with responding to posts. If you've got people commenting on things, group when you're going to do that. You can have it be a weekly thing. I post every day, once I'm on, it can be part of your flow to kind of catch up on what's going on. But if you really want to respond to people in Messenger and doing those types of activities, then you can batch that together. So every night at 7 p.m., I am going to respond to people for 20 minutes. So that you'll get more done. So batch creating content and batch your activities together. New phone, you can do more now. Yay! I got a new phone too. So number 3, remove time and energy suckers. So we all have them in our lives. We have things that suck our time and our energy. Remove them, get rid of them. Stop holding on to things that are holding you back. So that's number 3, remove time and energy suckers. That might be people, that might be things, but you just have to cut those ties, get rid of it all. Number 4, take small and frequent breaks. Super important. You want to take breaks when you're working because, yes, bye bitches. You want to take small and frequent breaks when you're working. So set a timer, right? I'm going to work for the next 15 minutes and then take 2 minutes to go and put on a song and dance it out, or get out and take a quick, get some fresh air. Take small and frequent breaks because it'll increase your creativity, which will increase your productivity, which will just make everything. You want to do the things that you love, right? You want to do the things that make you happy. And so that was number 4. Number 5, make less decisions. How crazy is that? Who can do that? You can do that. Make less decisions. I do this by meal planning an entire month, right? I meal plan 4 weeks at a time. So I have less decisions to make. This month, I actually incorporated breakfasts even into that. So now I'm going to have less decisions to make throughout my day. The decisions are already made. If you can outsource things, outsource things. Make less decisions. We spend so much time, we waste so much time and so much energy making decisions. Do it. Get rid of the decisions. Do what you can to kind of reformat your schedule, but make less decisions. I said it to my husband the other night. I said, just so you know, when you're home, I'm always going to point to you because I'm making less decisions. So when you're here, you get to make the decisions about whether they can watch a show or play a game or what they're going to do next. That's on you, your decision. So give that stuff away. Number 6, don't multitask. I know it sounds crazy, because we're so good at it, because we're moms, and what are moms great at? We're great at friggin' Tetris, at like getting a lot of stuff into small spaces, and we're also great at multitasking. But don't multitask. When you're gonna batch create content, when you're gonna do your time blocking in your schedule, don't multitask. Just do that task at that time. Like I said before, you want to do like activities together because you're going to be more productive. So don't multitask. Focus on what you're doing in that moment and just do that. 7, give yourself rewards. So like, I'm not talking about big stuff. I'm talking about when you take that small break and break up your time, reward yourself with a drink. Be like, okay, if I do another 15 minutes, I'm going to go and I'm going to get myself a drink. Like I'll get a nice cold water, or I'll make myself a coffee, or, they can be big things if you want them to be big things, but reward yourself throughout your day. Reward yourself with little things that are going to keep you excited and motivated, and that you're going to have something to work towards and to be excited about. Like if you haven't eaten, like, hi, I have not had time for breakfast. Yes, this is me talking about productivity, and I have not had time to eat breakfast or lunch today, but it's crazy. So I will be getting something to eat right after I'm done this as my reward. But yeah, do that stuff. Yes, a glass of wine or a 6-pack. It'll make work a lot more creative, generally. I get much more chatty, so I can get a lot of content banged out if I've had a couple glasses of wine. Best type of content creation is with alcohol. It is. It really is. So that was number 7. So number 8, make decisions in 60 seconds. So decide in 60. So if you're presented with a question about something, decide in 60 seconds. And I will always tell you that you should probably decide yes, because you say yes and then you figure it out, because that's where adventures start, and that's where that's where your happiness comes from, is from doing what you love. Right? So make decisions in 60. If someone says, hey, do you want to grab a coffee later? Don't like him and haw about it and try and figure out if you're going to be able to make it work. If you want to do it, do it. Make decisions in 60 seconds or less. And that will it'll help you to be more productive, because as you get tied up in knots thinking about what you're going to do, it's not going to happen anymore. Success comes down to who can be the most focused and who can actually implement and take action. So get focused and you will see success. Bottom line. Because the more focused you are, the more action you can take. The more action you take, the more success you're going to have.